Today we are going to discuss about that ADDIE. What is meaning of ADDIE? Define the ADDIE. It's a instructional systems design the frame of work. It's a developed by many of instructional designers and training providers develop the courses. While we are construct the structure of that one, after structuring, we maybe develop the some of instructional materials. So in these instructional materials, who will be prepared? That is a training providers or instructional designers only. Yes, that is a management of tool. They help to coordinate the various steps in a courses or instructional technologies. The ADDIE is a management tool. That is a management tool, which is a help to coordinate the various steps in the courses or instructional technology. The systematic approach to analyze. The ADDIE is a systematic approach. Systematic approach means the scientific studies, what we want to learn, where we want to learn, what we want to learn on first things or second thing or last things. Like this we want to make it to analyze this. After the analysis, design part is important, where we want to teach, what is the scenario, like this. Then development means curriculum may be developed. Then implementation, we will conduct the classes, that is a presentation presented in the situations. Next, evaluation. This analyzes, design, development and implementations and evaluation of the learning materials, and it's a process. This is called as a ADDIE. This is the things. You want to go through on that one, analysis. First stage is a analysis, second stage is as a design, third stage is as a development, fourth one is for implemented. That is a two groups of evaluation is there. One is for formative evaluation and another one is for a summative evaluations. Formative evaluation means while we are preparing that one, we maybe go through on that evaluate, that is what we are desired, what we are achieved. The achievement is a fully pledged or not. Like this we want to make a evaluation, that is namely on formative evaluations. At the end of the course, we need to evaluate at the stage of analysis passed, designing is passed, development is passed, implementation is passed, then we are making to evaluation. That evaluation is called as a summative evaluations. What is meaning of analysis in the ADDIE? It's a clearly instructional problems and objectives. While we are instructional that one, what are the problem we are facing that one, that problem make it to solve. Then what is our aim? What way we want to thought? In this regarding that one, objectives is very important. That is we make it to identify the learning environmental and learners existing knowledge and skills. Before coming the training part, the person in which entry behavior is there, we want to make it to evaluate. That situation only we need to provide for curriculums. It may be vary the learner's characters, that is a entry behavior. Entry behavior itself only learning outcome will be developed. The process is a need to analyze us. During the process, decide to planning the instructional source in order to plan of action. How I want to conduct the classes in the entire course. Like this only we want to make a planning of actions. Next, this is a design base. Design base means one of particular topic, what way I want to thought in the using of whiteboard with a marker or blackboard with a white chalk or overhead projector or PowerPoint presentation, or what are the methods in the group studies or a lectural method or demonstration method, in which way I want to planning that one. So that is the things to come across the design part. The design phase deals to learning objectives. That is the first condition is learning objectives. Second one for an assessment instrumentations. Third one for exercise. Fourth one for content. Fifth one for subject information analysis. Then lesson planning and media selections. That is the things. The designs going to by a learning objectives, what I want to teach. Assessment instrumentation, what curriculum I want to follow that one. Exercise, what is the assessment, what is the content of the text or skill or knowledge, how the way to subjective informations make it to goes on what is a simple way to complexity in the macro to micro level. Something in this planning to action, how I want to execute on this one. That is the design part is very, 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 very important in the systems. In this design phase should be systematic and specify the objectives, like what topics we want to learn or teach. In the systematic means legal, orderly, in proper method, make it to identify. That may be developed, and each and everything must be on evaluate as a set of planned strategies for the entire course structure. Specify means each elements of the instructions, designs, plan and concreted to deal with the subject. They collect the data and writing to the designing process of structured by the concept and scripted the note and develop the teaching aids. Now already we have discussed that one for analyzing the ADDIE, designing of ADDIE. Now going to development of ADDIE. The instructional designers and developers created and assembled the course content described in the phase. The development, it's a e-learning or involved integrated the technology. Nowadays in the current scenario, the number of subject matters under the internet, we will collect the data from the source. Olden days we are going to collect the data from the library, number of texts, hard materials. Now in the soft materials is readily available, we can make it to collect and make it to sequences, then make it to involve this process. In the development process, the creator should be collect the script and make it to a storyboard, then materials and make it to a procedures. Again, the creators review the course content according to the learners of feedback. What I want to teach according to the development process, then I will collect the feedback from that my own trainees. For what? The content should be clear. You can make it able to understand or able to follow. Like this, something in a feedback getting from that our own trainees. Then we can make it to modify on the structure to revamp to use it. Next we go for implement. How we can make it to implement? Implement means there is a presentation part. It's develop the procedure for trainers and trainees. Trainers cover the entire curriculum. The entire curriculum the trainer should read and analyze for learning outcome. What the learning outcome is there, method of delivery, testing procedures, then how to evaluate, everything they may be make it to planning that one. That is the implement procedures. Prepare the learners, train and evaluations with the new tool by trainers or trainees, registration in the phase. The implementation process means I have already fully prepared the curriculums. According to the curriculum, we can make it to analyze the syllabus, then we can make it to design the syllabus, then we can make it to develop the curriculums, then we can make it to go through on the implementation. The implementation part is over. The first stage, make it to trainees registration in the phase. Then only they come for the training activities. Next, evaluations. Two type of evaluation is there. One is for formative and one for summative. Formative means at the process will be developed. While we are developed the tone, at that time we can make it to evaluate. That system is called a formative. Summative means at the entire curriculum we can make it to consolidate to evaluate. There is a formative. It's a lead to each stage of ADDIE process. That means to what? Each and every topic we want to make it to evaluate. Summative means at the end of the course. At the end of the course, we can make it to cumulatively, we can make it to evaluate. That will be indicated by a 4-step method. What is the 4-step method? That is only for one for preparation, presentation, application and test. That is we are following the 4-step method. The preparation part is accordingly analysis, then design, then development. That is a presentation part is common. That is a implementation. Application part as a formative, test as a summative. That is a we are vocational training education systems, we are following that 4-step method. That 4-step methods lead to preparation, presentation, application and test. Accordingly, ADDIE also, we are following the same path. We are going to the one of table, that is a ADDIE. ADDIE, that is analyzes. That is a process of defining the what is to be learned. Our task, what is the task? First of all, learner's profiles needed. Again, problem we want to make it to identify. Third one for task analysis, what we want to thought. What is the output? Learner's profile only, description of constraints, needs, problem, statements and analysis. Like this we want to make it a reported. The design part also, the process of specifying how it's to be learned. That is the situations we want to create. How they may be learned like this. That is our task. What is the task? That is write the objectives. What are the list of outcomes will be learned. That is develop the test items and plan instructions and identify the resources. Write the objectives, develop the test items, plan the instructions, identify the resources. What is the output? That is a measurable instructional strategy, that is a prototype specifications. These all are things under our own task to output. Now we are going to ADDIE development, that process of authorizing and procuring the materials. In the one of the exercise, what way to complete the task. Okay. Again, according to the task, what are the materials we want to finalize? What are the tools we want to finalize to complete the task? Like this we want to make a development. In this situation, work with the procedures, develop workbook and follow the flowchart programs. Now, what will be the output? That is a storyboard. We can make it a script, then make it to an exercise, then make it to a computer assisted instructions will be written. So, everything, the work with the procedures by a storyboard, that is the output. Develop the workbook by a script. Follow the chart programs, do the exercise and make it to recorded on computer assisted instructionals. Now that implement, the process of installing the project in the real world context. So that means to implement means what is the real activities we are doing. The trainers to train, trial and error model. We can give the first exercise, the trainees will be do the job, that will be result is getting or not. We can make it to teach or we can make it to demonstrate, to train, to follow the full-fledged work. So in this regarding that one, students commands is required. The commands also make it to recorded to by the data wise. Next, ADDIE evaluation, the process of determining the adequacy of the instructions. The task is made by a recorded time data. The skill may be on limited time period only. The interpret test of result, how we can make it to conduct the result we can make it to interrupt that one, how result will be modified. Like this we can make it to revise the activities. It's make it on recommendations and revise the prototype. Prototype means it's recalling the work, repeated the work. Now I hope that one all are clearly understand what is the ADDIE. ADDIE stands for A, analysis, D, design, D, development, I for implementation, E for evaluation. What is the meaning of analysis? What is the meaning of designs? What is the meaning of development? What is the meaning of implementation and evaluations? In this regarding that one, what is a simple task? What is the analysis of task? What is the output of the task? What is the design? What is the simple task of that one? And output, what is that one? Like this we are today discussed that one. So I hope very well all are understand. Thank you.